It has always been my dream to have the greatest backyard reptile paradise imaginable, and you're not gonna believe it, but today I've actually found the coolest backyard reptile habitat paradise in the entire world. This is one of the craziest, most dangerous animals there is. They are insane.
That's funny.
How much for your house? Just tell them, just say it. Watch this. That's all it takes. I'm over here with my buddy Kenan.
What's up, Forrest?
How are
I'm
you,
stoked
pal?
to have you out, man.
I'm so stoked, man.
It's fun because we've seen so much of each other, but we've never actually met.
It's the first time.
I'm excited, man.
I had no idea what a freaking paradise you've created.
I'm pumped you said that. It's always been my goal to kind of give these animals what I think they deserve.
Guys, this is not an AZA zoo. This is a backyard that is unlike anything you've ever seen. We're gonna walk around. Kenan's gonna show off some of this stuff. I've never seen anything like it. If I could literally paint on paper my dream place to live, it's this guy's house. So just wait until you check it out. Kenan, let's go see something else.
Let's go see some more animals. We've got in this Galapagos tortoises. This is Socrates. Socrates was a little guy in 2005.
So they're males, both of them?
No, actually, they're both female.
Both
Socrates
female.
is a little confused.
That is confusing.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you know, I always think that the tortoises have this kind of wizened face. They remind me of, I have this term, born ancient. You know, even when they're hatchlings, they're brand new out of the egg, they have this wisdom to them, and perhaps
no doubt.
It's just awesome. So I gave them kind of, you know, we've got Darwin, of course, named after Charles, and then we've got Socrates, who of course was a great philosopher. So this place, believe it or not, is only 2.5 acres.
No.
Yeah, man. That's my biggest regret, is that I didn't buy a 5-acre piece of land, because I just love being outside from like dawn till dusk.
Tell me about it.
There's always something going on. We'll see some big aquatic species here later.
Ooh, that's where I get excited. I'm an aquatic guy. Like, I like the tortoises,
I love
but once
them
you
too,
get
man.
turtles. Whew.
These are Cyclora. These are the rock iguana. Watch your head walking in.
Yes, sir. Oh, look at this guy.
Yeah, this is Lola.
Oh, okay. I've caught them looking like this.
Okay,
so that one looked a bit different to me, but I've caught them down in, not the Bahamas, I don't know, various little islands.
That's
Belize,
fine.
they've got a lot of them.
Oh, in Belize, you're gonna have spiny tail iguanas.
Yeah.
But the Caribbean islands, it's a similar situation as the Galapagos. Years and like before Europeans
Of course,
came, these were the largest land animals on the islands.
With genetic isolation.
Exactly.
And
so each species, or each island has its own species.
Don't get a little bit bumpy. You're fine.
This is happy.
I know, but I started to see the butt, and I was like, just relax, just enjoy it.
A scratch.
Just enjoy it, would you?
And it's funny when you say that. They do enjoy.
Look at the eyes.
Scratch.
Look at the eyes. Did you catch that? Did you see that? Watch this. Watch.
He's a lizard whisperer.
I like animals.
Stay there. I'm gonna grab Senor Guapo.
Come here. You got to see this. Okay, watch this. Look at the eyes. Open. I wouldn't say. Okay. Well, you're not helping because you're not actually alert. But they were wide open when we walked in. Get the little tickle going, and it's just catatonic. That's like me after a big beer and my wife rubs my back. That's it. That's the
Dude,
look
you rub
right
my
there.
head, I fall asleep too.
Yeah, I get it. Hey, buddy. Okay, watch. He'll do it. Watch his eyes. Oh.
It's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
I love reptiles because they're ancient.
Yeah.
And people think they're stupid.
Then they're so not.
They're not, man. These animals are finely tuned, and if you give them enclosures that stimulate them, I believe in enrichment even for these animals.
Sure.
A lot of people don't do that.
They'll just have them in a bird cage in their living room. I know.
It makes me sad.
Sick. It's sick.
Yeah, it's too bad, man. But that's Guapo, Senor Guapo, Mr. Handsome, and his girlfriend Lola.
Having 2 real iguanas in your backyard is pretty insane. But Kenan has so much more to show us, including some of the most dangerous reptiles in the world.
This is Artie. Now, Artie's a lunatic, yeah?
Yeah.
So Artie is an Argus monitor.
Argus, they're Indonesian?
Australian,
okay.
And these are really cool lizards because of the fact they tripod. They actually stand up.
On their tail, on back legs.
Yeah.
That's one of the coolest things. But you don't want to, correct me if I'm wrong, you don't want to mess with that animal.
No, I'm going to feed them right now.
Never mind.
You're going to meet some, I have croc monitors here.
Oh, no.
And they're
legit. You don't
legit.
go in with them, do you?
Yeah, we can go in. We'll go in.
You guys said just to be clear, as you know, and the people watching this at home, there's very few animals that I'm actually scared of.
Okay.
The croc monitor is in that. Croc monitor, hippo, some very rare mosquitoes, weird stuff, I know.
Yeah, no.
Croc monitor has a reputation. A bite from that is not good.
It's life-changing.
Life-changing.
If it gives you a bite in an area like where you have a lot of tendon,
you're done.
Yeah.
You're done. You lose all finger mobility, whatever it is.
It's not good. You want to get an over the shoulder because he is going to go The feed
It's gonna move
response on
fast.
this animal
It's gonna
is
move
incredible.
Quick. You got to be ready. It's gonna move quick.
Yeah. So, in fact, I've made the mistake of wearing sandals to feed him. Get over here, Tommy. Get in here, Tommy.
Get in there,
Don't be
Tommy.
scared, Tommy. Get over here. All right, watch this. Just to show you how alert these animals can be. Here he goes. Artie, you gonna make me look bad on TV?
No,
oh, you're
he's
gonna
coming.
jump that?
Boom.
Look at that.
No
Boom, 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 boom,
problems.
boom. Come on.
Look at that.
this.
That is a dinosaur.
It's awesome.
Did
It's
you
a
see
raptor.
that? That's a velociraptor.
Really cool species. They do the tripoding, so they always are surveying their whereabouts. They're looking for food. I love monitors because of there's intelligence there.
It's
a
unbelievable.
predator. Predators tend to be very intelligent
Of course,
creatures.
they have
you know?
to be. They have to outsmart their prey.
It's so cool, man.
Yeah,
I get
I love it.
goosebumps thinking about these guys.
love it. I love
so
it.
they're awesome. But we're gonna move along. Check this out. I think you guys will dig this. You're talking about enclosures. This is my latest enclosure. This actually used to be my Burmese python enclosure. So I sent her to South Carolina where you don't need permits for it. A good buddy built a beautiful
They
outdoor
won't survive there. Yeah.
So she's there, but what did I do? I converted this into my Blackthroat monitor.
I can see
enclosure.
that, yeah.
And these are fun lizards,
Come
man.
see these. These things
Come on
are
in, guys.
wild.
There's 2 of them in here. What's up? You gonna eat?
Oh yeah.
They haven't had mice in a while.
Boom.
Look at that.
Nailed
These
it.
guys were they were hatched. My friend hatched them, and
Okay.
they were tiny, and they're monsters. They're getting big. Let me just keep.
So Ken, let me ask you this: What is your favorite monitor?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Right now, these are.
Yeah.
I love animals that get big.
Yeah. Same.
Like,
Same.
I just love big stuff, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
when I go scuba diving, everyone's like, oh, look at that coral. I'm like, where's the giant sharks?
dude,
Where's
I'm
the-"
with you.
It's just how I'm wired.
I'm the same. I don't care about the macro stuff. I want big and crazy.
I love that.
I know. It's
Yeah.
the best. It's the best.
So right now, the Blackthroats, because they just have this, like, robust, they're a terrestrial animal. They have this, like, kind of weightlifter look. They're like, oh,
They're so thick. The thick neck.
Yeah.
You know what it is? The neck on them compared to the other monitors.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you grew
There
up,
goes
where
some
did you
whipping.
grow up in?
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe, okay. So I don't know if
Niles.
Blackthroats, Niles.
Yeah,
Okay.
just Niles.
Interesting. All right, but still,
Look at the
monitor
whipping
lizard.
going on. Come on. Dude. Got you right in the hat.
That's why I wear the hat.
That's smart.
Yeah, I try.
Look at him.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Ooh, Caiman.
Yep, there
So
he
is this one of your ponds from Greg?
That is, yes, this
Yeah.
is Caiman Creek. We designed this specifically for the dwarf species of caiman that I keep. Now, it's only been a couple of years, so our plants haven't really blossomed. What I'm trying to mimic is a South American brook.
Yep.
We've
Yep.
got South American cichlids,
see
all
that.
South American turtle species in here. And then Lucifer, I don't know if he'll eat. These are a nocturnal species. I talked to him and let him know he's gonna get fed. You want this?
Might snap at it. A lot of people don't know this, Kenan, but the smaller species of caiman are the worst species of caiman. I would take a 12-foot black caiman over this guy any day if it comes to handling and wrestling one.
It's crazy
Yeah.
how crocodilians are like that. And I
Yeah.
think it's a Napoleonic complex with them.
100%.
They're just small, so they're like, I will mess you up.
They
don't
have
near
to be.
me.
They have to be. If you're going to be a crocodilian who doesn't grow big, you have to be aggro.
And you have to be tough. And
Yeah.
the other thing about these guys is being their behavior, how they live. You can see where he is. He's on land.
Yep.
These guys are some of the more terrestrial species
Right.
of crocodilians.
Right.
Dwarf crocodile,
Right.
dwarf caiman.
Yep.
They wander around the land. So in that regard, their belly scutes have a lot of osteoderms, the free-floating bone,
Yep.
as you know,
Yep.
which makes them the least desirable for the skin trade.
Right.
But if you wander around on land, where do they live? There's jaguar.
Yeah.
There's other predators that
So
could
many.
potentially get them.
Yep.
So I think it's important. Oh, he's going to go in.
Right. And you're not going to win the fight due to your size, so you have to
Right.
win it by your aggression.
Yeah, that'll do
Yeah.
it. So,
They're gnarly. Like, you wouldn't believe it. I would rather, I'm not joking, take a 12-foot crocodile over try and catch that. That guy's going to mess you up right there.
You'd rather take a crocodile than that. Let me tell
get
you.
him. No, let him get
Go
Kyle.
get
It's
him,
good
Marge.
for him. Get him. Get him. What's his
Marge has gotten super famous on Instagram for what she's doing right now. We had
common
a-
snapping turtle?
Yeah, she is. I have her in here because she's just a character.
Florida?
Florida snapper.
Okay. But a lot of people don't know this, I feel like, that the Florida snapping turtle is its own subspecies of
Yep.
common snapping turtle.
That's
I
right.
think everybody just thinks alligator snapping turtle, common snapping turtle.
No, there's a few.
there's a
There's even a
Florida.
Mexican.
Right, right.
Look at her. She is such a character. You don't
I'll
want
feed
that?
her. Or you got it, yeah.
Go for it, Dad.
Do you want me to use the tongs? Would
Do
you
whatever
rather
you
I do?
want. You want to
Okay.
use fingers? Use fingers, man. It's all good.
Here you go. There we go.
She is so funny. She'll chase you around for the bucket of food.
I can see that.
Most of the time, these guys have to swallow in the water, but she's
Hi.
still begging.
Yeah. Wow, you are greedy, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. She is something else,
Oh
man.
my goodness. This is funny. This is why I love turtles. Like, they get these crazy individual personalities.
Yeah.
You could have 50 of them in here, snapping turtles, she'd be the only one doing this. Who you got in here?
The croc monitors.
Okay.
So let me just have the one bucket of that.
Notice, I just want to point this out. Kenan has all these enclosures. It's the only one with a combo lock because
They're all locked. They're locked, and I'll tell you
I'm
why.
wrong. I shouldn't have said that.
No, you're okay. You're good. You're good. I was actually going to bring that up. We're going to meet a lizard who was stolen from me.
What?
I had someone break in, steal a couple animals, but we got them back. All right. Okay. Now,
I'm
where's
not
the female?
joking, you two. This is one of the craziest, most dangerous animals there is. They are insane. Now, this is obviously a habituated one. Kenan will tell you more than I will. These things are nuts.
Yeah. So they call them the tree crocodiles in Papua New Guinea.
Yep.
These are. All right. Hold on.
Here he comes.
Well, we talk and walk.
You do your thing. Yeah, you go. I'm gonna leave.
Basically, the reason he's good.
Yeah, he's chilling.
He's good. He's like, dude, are you gonna feed me or what?
Come on in. Close the door though.
Yeah, definitely. There's a little.
And what you want to
latch.
do is put your hand right in front of his face.
Watch your face.
No, he'll rip you to shreds. I'm not joking.
So these animals have the largest teeth of any lizard, including the Komodo dragon.
Yeah.
They're arboreal, right? So what are they eating? Flying fox, monkeys, things that they can snatch from the treetops, right? And you need large teeth to do that. When you see some of these tree boas and tree pythons, similar situation. You don't want to get bit by those either.
So for people to understand, because if you're not a big reptile varanid nerd, you're like, it just looks like the other ones, right? For people to understand, we're going to cut in an image of what a crocodile monitor skull looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle, you've pulled them up before on the Wild Times. It's one of the craziest morphologies of a skull that you will ever see. It looks like something out of Jurassic Park. A bite from that is not good.
It's life-changing.
Life-changing.
If it gives you a bite in an area like where you have a lot of tendon, you're
done.
Yeah.
You're done. You
You
lose
got
all
problems.
finger mobility, whatever it is. Yeah.
It's not good. Now, I got a female in here. She's being shy. I think she's gravid.
Oh, cool.
So
Leave her be. It's
she's-
all good.
Yeah, she's kind of just, she's not interested in food, but they're also intelligent. I keep saying this about these guys. There's more people than we normally have.
Yeah.
So basically what that means is their behavior is going to be a little different.
Sure.
They're used to me, but not
Yeah,
necessarily
absolutely.
everyone else. You'll notice he's a little banged up. Okay.
And that's because he's got her in here.
Yes.
Yeah.
The breeding.
Yep.
Turns out the females of this species are the more aggressive when it comes to breeding. She initiates with him.
Yep.
And so he had some pretty good lacerations from her advances, if you can
Lucky
believe
guy.
it. I
Lucky
suppose
guy.
if you
Yeah.
are a croc
Lucky guy.
monitor, that's a stroke of luck.
Yeah.
But he's actually a good
It's like
boy.
a hickey on another level.
Exactly, dude. But
Don't
he and
do
I-
it.
he
Oh,
and I
you're
have been-
insane. I can't even
we've
watch.
been
I
working
can't even
together.
watch.
He and I have been kind of building up this trust here.
Yeah, that's good.
So I'm
I'm not
happy
doing
about
that.
this. No, I'm pretty happy. This
He
is-
knows you, that's why.
I always like to make a fist. I learned that from a guy, Kevin.
Don't do the fingers.
Yeah, always make a fist because if you do get a bite,
Right. There's
right.
less to grab.
I don't want to push my luck. But
Yeah, I
I'm
wouldn't.
happy about that.
See that? I mean, if Kenan's telling you don't push your luck, that means don't push your luck
We'll
right
give him
there.
another one.
Oof.
There we go. So
I
she's
get little tummy wiggles just watching this guy, I swear to
Wow.
God. Like, I like all these things. I've seen them in PNG.
Wow.
Not messed with them, but they're...
that's a dream. I
Yeah.
would love to get out and see these animals in their habitats because it would help me become a better keeper
It
of
does.
those animals.
Yeah, it
you know?
does. You learn them from a different perspective.
But again, look at this tail.
Yeah.
So you can get these animals up to 14 foot. There have been reports of now.
Right.
That might be a good thing for you to go out and quantify.
Go see if I
bud.
can find one.
Go
yeah.
find a 14
They're
foot
more like
croc
9
monitor.
foot, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but we've seen, I know someone had one that was 12 foot, but it's mostly tail. But that tail is somewhat prehensile.
That tail
as well.
makes Indiana Jones' whip look like a wet spaghetti noodle. Kyle, did you close it on the outside?
Oh, get us out of here!
It's amazing to see here at Kenan's place, like the attention to detail. You know,
yeah.
could he just have a square cage here? Of course, but instead he's designed this beautiful zoo-like enclosure with the naturalistic rock walls. I mean, it's amazing, man.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
You know, I got to
Beautiful.
shout out a couple people, if you don't mind.
No, of course
They're
not.
people I'm sure you're going to wind up meeting.
I
Because
hope
if,
so.
If you want to create these kind of habitats for your animals, the guys at Universal Rocks,
Okay.
amazing.
That's
Stuart-
Florida.
No, they're in Texas, actually.
wow,
He goes
okay.
all over the globe. A great Australian. You can talk to him about UFOs.
Oh,
He's
there we go.
interesting.
Sounds like a fun guy.
And then my friend Thomas Holt from Holt Nurseries donated these plants.
Oh,
and
wow.
his expertise to help me do
I
this.
love that.
So thank you for noticing, man, because
That's a big Asian water monitor.
this is the
Holy
coolest lizard.
smokes.
This is my boy. So you asked about a favorite.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
yeah.
afraid we got a favorite. Why don't you guys step out over here?
Oh yeah, he's gonna come out?
Yeah, man. Slinky is the best.
Slinky.
His name's Slinky. Come on, Slinky. Oh, yeah.
Look at this.
Watch this. This is some enrichment.
Much less scary than the crazy ass croc monitors.
Come on,
Look at him go. Look at him go. Look at him go.
I like to give these guys the workout.
Hey, buddy.
That is Slinky,
Hey,
and
bud.
you can go ahead and touch him.
Oh yeah, I know.
He may whip
Asians.
you from behind.
That's okay.
He gets a little nervous.
That's okay. Hey, bud. Yeah, he's loading up. So cool.
Let's get him up. Let's get him up. Come on up. You got to work. Work
Do
your
it,
food.
fatty. Go for it.
Oh,
yeah.
that's a good boy.
Look at that.
Yeah, he's an awesome animal. So I got him about 7 or 8 years ago now. He was living in an apartment in Atlanta.
Oh, come on.
He was much smaller, but he was getting into a lot of mischief. They let him free range, and he almost burned the place down.
People
So
just gotta stop doing that.
yes,
It's honestly, the pet store owners or breeders are just as much at fault as the purchasees. I love these things.
Yep.
I have an acre and a half where I live. I don't have enough space for one.
right.
You know, and I have a big house and an acre, and I'm not getting one.
No.
I'd love one, but I don't have the space for it.
The cool thing is that nature saw fit to make monitors of every size, and I would recommend someone who wants a monitor, lace monitors, still get large, but the Ackie monitor.
Oh, Ackies,
Yeah,
yeah. They're only like this big, yeah. And there's little velociraptors too.
They're little raptors,
Yeah.
man. This has always been, again, we talked about it, I like big stuff. I live out here.
Yeah.
I live in a perfect environment for it.
Oh, yeah.
So we built Slinky's enclosure because, man, a few years ago, I woke up early. He used to live where Guapo and Lola lived, and I woke up early. I just had like a bad feeling because it was about a 29-degree night.
It does get cold here.
So I wake up super early to check on my animals, and he was out of his enclosure. He pushed through the lid.
No way.
And I picked him up, and he was lifeless.
Limp, yeah.
It was not good. I thought he was dead. So I'm not too proud to say that I was in tears as I come running into the house at 5:30 in the morning. My wife's just getting out of the shower, ready for her job as a school teacher. The kids are up. My children heard lots of bad words. And basically what happened was, he was, for all intents and purposes, dead.
Yeah, he'd stopped. He'd
Right,
stopped ticking.
he stopped.
Yeah.
I put him down on the ground. I was sobbing, and my stepson, Leo, said he just closed his eye. And I thought it could be nerves.
Yeah.
Well, a little while later, he swallowed. I set up a time lapse. And
Did you put a heater on him? What'd you do?
I wanted to let him come back up to temperature
Slowly, yeah.
One of the big mistakes is you put a heater on him and you can
Spike it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I killed a turtle that way when I was like 20 years old.
it's crazy. It's counterintuitive, right?
Right, because you're like, warm them up.
Right,
Yeah.
but they're not the
No,
warm-blooded animal.
it's like this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you got to bring that temperature up in a more sustained way.
Mm-hmm.
But little by little over the time lapse, and we did a video on it, or I was fortunate enough to get a video of him being resurrected. So I said, if you pull through, I'm going to build you the best habitat I could figure out. Awesome. Let's get him back in and I'll show you his enclosure. Come on. It's small, but it's tasty, dude. Come on. Come over here. Get back in here. Get back in
Go on,
here.
fatty.
There he goes.
Good boy.
So if you look, we can walk in here. Yeah, we've got,
me.
there you go. We've got a real beautiful ecosystem pond
Stunning.
here with a stream. The waterfall and stream is actually the filtration,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
All natural.
Exactly.
Yep.
The only thing that's really not natural is the pumps to move the water. There's some debate, and maybe your viewers can help settle this.
Tell me.
Who is the king of the camp? Is it Slinky, or is it our next group of our next two animals we're gonna go see? So I want you guys to let us know in the comments.
Yeah,
if you
there
don't
you go.
mind.
He knows the YouTube
Yeah,
game.
we know
Yeah,
the deal.
there we go.
I want you guys to see. I know who I think it is, but let's go.
Okay,
Show you some
interesting.
more cool large
do it.
reptiles.
Look at this. This is Kenan's backyard. This is my dream. If I'm out hiking around in Australia or something and I find a little billabong like this, I'll spend a week fishing turtles out of it and catfish and see what's in it. Kenan just has it in his backyard.
So
How many species?
Oh gosh, there's probably 25 species in there. So
How
that's
much?
funny.
How much for your house? Just tell them. Just say
Dude,
it.
I
can't afford it. But just tell me.
I want you to.
Neighboring
there's another
property.
2.5 acres over there. We could join forces.
could
We'd
you
have 5
imagine?
acres. I could have crocodiles. Look at my alligator. There's Dale coming over to say hello.
Oh, look at this guy.
She knows the buckets are coming.
Dude, I'm not even joking. I might buy that 2.5 acres.
Can I tell you, the reason I bought this house
Yeah.
was because of that pond. I
Oh, okay.
rolled up. I was like, I drove from Vegas with 40 turtles.
Yeah.
A caiman, which I wasn't supposed to have.
I'm sure.
And a couple iguanas, right?
Yep.
I came here, I was like, oh, this is it. This
perfect.
This is
Yeah.
perfect. So
It's
we
all
bought
fenced
this house.
in.
Yeah.
Ugh.
This is a special
Dream.
place.
Dream. Gotcha.
But I want 5 acres because I want a crocodile.
Yep.
And it's funny, it's like I actually have the means to have them.
Dream species. What is it?
Oh, salties.
Oh,
Pearlesses.
really?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Niles, salties.
No, snooze.
Really? What do you like?
Gariel.
Well, yeah.
Dreams. I'm
Yeah,
not
but
saying
you-
I'm gonna get
yeah,
one.
that's what I mean. This
I could
guy's
also be
like-
an astronaut,
Yeah,
but
exactly,
you know, like,
dude.
yeah.
Come on. Right now we're at the tail end of the Florida dry season.
Oh, we noticed in the Everglades. It was wild.
Which is what I want to show with this enclosure. This is a natural Florida enclosure.
Right.
In the summer, this is a beautiful lagoon.
Right. Full
okay?
of water.
Full of water.
Yep.
Right now,
That's it.
that's it. Now, here's what's special about this, why I like showing this.
Yeah.
So, that's a puddle.
That's a puddle.
Okay.
Oh, I know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, well, there's a puddle.
Can you tell people why you shouldn't just jump in puddles?
I'm a knucklehead
Yeah.
from Long Island, New York.
New York.
I'm just coming down with my dog. I don't know what's going on. And believe me, I'm from Long Island, New York. So I'm allowed to tease my own peoples.
Watch this.
Well, to be honest with you, come on, Snaggy.
But
Snaggletooth.
pop the water and you'll see what
Well,
happens.
you can pop the water if you want.
Don't?
No, he's actually never been really bad. I could see his nose. but
Yeah.
He's not a crocodile.
Right.
If that was a crocodile,
Oh, you'd
we
already
would
be
be
dead.
up and over that
You'd
thing.
already be dead.
But he is going to it. Let me see if I can get him something to eat. Watch your back there, Forrest.
Oh, I'm good.
No, Forrest, watch your
Oh,
back.
yeah. Gotcha. Fair enough. Good point.
Yeah.
That's my front. Hey,
Yeah.
buddy. Come on. Come on.
That
Come on.
Dale, she's a good girl.
She is.
Oh, Dale, you
She's hungry.
go ahead, see if she'll snap some of that
Here.
for you.
Want that? It's not good. Not the best tongues for
Beautiful.
you.
Well done, well done. It's like
Good
you
girl,
might
stay there.
have some expertise with
Yeah,
these
I'm
animals.
very, very nervous, but I'm making it. I'm
Come
teasing.
on. Try and get him out.
Sure.
Because he's a, go ahead, she'll,
You stay there.
yeah, just keep that there.
You stay there. Stay. Watch
All right.
this.
This is Snaggletooth.
See? That's all it takes. If that's your puppy, you're donezo. Here. That's a big guy.
Yeah,
I
he's,
didn't
he's impressive.
did not
She's on the
realize
move.
his
She's
size.
on the move.
Did not realize his size.
Oh yeah, that's
Pretty,
why I wanted
pretty
him to
impressive,
pop out.
honestly.
He is
Now she wants the
amazing.
chicken.
Yeah. So he responds differently to chicken than croc chow, you know?
Well,
But-
he probably wants that more, right?
Oh,
He
yeah,
wants,
the real thing. Look at
Yeah.
him. Now he knows we, come here, give me
Yep.
Now he knows we have chicken. Look out. Shut
Yeah,
this.
Kyle, now you're in trouble.
Kyle, I
Just
want
so
you
know.
guys on this side.
Yeah.
This dude has chased my ass so many times.
Oh, I can see it. I can
He
see
is
the
fun.
attitude. Yeah.
Well, he's fun, dude. He starts off all shy.
Yeah, yeah. Those are always the most scary ones.
Yeah.
The ones that
Oh, you
don't
got my
come
thumbs.
running out at you in the beginning.
Ooh. He chased me up and around here, man. Here he comes. He knows it's chicken. It's not the dry food.
Yep.
Let me get her something. Get it,
What
girl.
a sweet pair.
Oh, they're amazing,
I
dude.
love 'em.
Right before you guys showed up today, they were bellowing to each other.
Oh, they were
It was-
singing? Oh, I love it.
You know, the
That's so
sounds
cool.
of, you know,
Imagine
the
having that
Jurassic
in your
World.
backyard, just sitting there, boo.
Can I tell you, it's so cool to hear you say that because it's not lost on me. The animals have to come first.
Right.
But I do get a little payoff with my ego a little bit.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to
You
you.
should be
people.
proud, man. Look at it. Yeah.
I'm from Eastern Long Island. I rode BMX bikes, and now I have built this. And there are people with much more than me, but it's not lost. I love this place. I spend all my hours out here, and it's just about providing these animals with a safe place to live. I don't want to trip and die.
No,
but it's
not a good
it's
idea.
a safe place to live. Come on. That's my boy. That's a good boy.
It's a big gator.
Oh, he's gonna win. You dropped it.
Oh, listen.
He very rarely asserts his dominance,
Doing it right now, though.
except for food.
Mm-hmm. Here you go, buddy. It's a big
So his
gator.
name's Snaggletooth because he was raised up with he was raised up with an alligator snapping turtle. And that turtle, if you look, he's got a divot. Check this out. See right there?
Oh yeah, I see it in the side of his mouth.
He's missing a divot.
That's funny.
And that's because a gator snapper bit it off. Much later in their lives, they were still sharing the enclosure.
He ate the snapping turtle.
He bit the gator snapper's nose off. So he got his revenge eventually. But he is every bit of 12 foot. We measured him.
Yeah, it's a big gator. That's
he's a good bull.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love them. So that's the alligator. There is one more thing we need to have a look at because, oh, don't forget, who's the king of camps? These guys or Slinky? I don't know.
I think it's this guy. That's what I think.
Oh, they're too kind. We're going to show you one more thing I know you're going to like.
Okay, I know you're saving the turtles for me.
Turtle,
I know what
baby.
he's doing. He knows I'm a turtle guy.
And it's also hot, so now's the perfect time for a dip.
Ooh, I like where this is going. Somebody cool under there.
Yeah, there's a few.
Oh,
there's probably
it's a
pink belly.
temple.
Oh, there's...
Isn't it?
No.
It's not a temple
I had
turtle?
temple turtles, but there's not.
Oh, I just
well,
see
there's
the
only one
striping.
way to find out. The fun thing about being in this house is you're allowed to dig in, dude.
I just want you guys to know we're at Kenan's moat currently. Most
Yeah.
people dream of having a guard moat. Kinosterna?
No, that's actually the Cora ambiensis.
yeah.
That's the Malaysian box turtle.
So most people dream of, well, maybe not most people, but some people may dream of having a protective moat filled with sharks or crocodilians. This is a moat of turtles.
Yes, and they are attack turtles. So
And
don't
these
try
are
it,
attack
people.
turtles, yeah. This is so cool, man.
Yeah, it's a fun spot. That's all that's in there.
All good, all good.
So there's Cora, there's
Yep.
the Hamiltoni or the Indian
I see the
spotted
Hamiltoni,
turtles.
yeah.
There's quite a few, but what's fun about this
Madagascar
front
big
yard
head.
is you at any given time, it's a little hot right now, so everyone's hiding, but
Yep.
check this out. Come on over here, guys. What's fun is it's like I really have an ecosystem, an environment.
You do indeed.
You got turtles just
Yep.
relaxing there. You
Yep.
got turtles in the waterfall. I mean, it's
it.
really cool. But not only that, we got your turtles
Oh
right
my goodness,
there.
look at that.
More of the
More boxes.
ambiensis.
Yep.
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 Really
Super
cool.
Oh my god.
And all these turtles were food, were sourced from illegal pet trade.
Yep.
I can provide a safe place for these animals to rehabilitate themselves
So cool.
and help them out. Now we've got a cool species under here.
Oh, I see pink belly in there.
Yeah, you can, anything you see you can grab, bud.
Okay. This is one of the species that we featured when we did a tour of my place. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. We'll put a link up here, but it's pretty fun. Just to be clear for those watching, it's not like Kenan's place.
Hey man, it's amazing what you're doing. People can do a lot
Yeah.
indoors with the right species. This is a Chinese box turtle.
Yep, I've seen them.
Really beautiful
Stunning.
animal.
The yellow
Yes.
is unbelievable.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, so cool.
Again, an endangered species, one that is just highly sought after for the illicit pet trade.
Yeah.
So we have them here.
Anything with color.
Anything with color, man. We've got cameras everywhere.
Oh, good.
You know, so I mean, I take it very seriously. We also have some
Nice pink belly.
Brander. I don't know their non-Latin name. What'd you
Beautiful.
get? They're pretty,
just
right?
one of the pink bellies, but they're just such cool turtles.
They
I
are
love mine.
awesome.
They're hardy as hell too. They really are. Like I've seen them do dumb stuff, and they're totally fine.
But if you dig your hands under
I
there,
bet under here.
you got, yeah, go for it. In the knots, there's usually turtles hiding in there. And that's the other cool thing about building a naturalistic environment. Now you've got places where these animals feel secure, where they can hide.
Look what I got.
And I often find babies just running around the enclosure.
That's not a Reeves. That's a cooter.
That's a cooter. You got a cooter. Get your hands off my cooter, man.
Native species to Florida, the Florida red belly cooter, I think it was.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Good eyes, good eyes. Here's something to kind of whet your appetite for what
Okay.
we're going to see in a moment.
Okay.
All right? I know you've had experience with this particular species.
What do we got here? Oh, Batugar, borneoensis.
There you go. Here,
Ah,
2 hands. You got it?
got him.
Okay.
Oh, I love these animals. So the Batugar borneoensis are really cool because they're sexually dimorphic, meaning males and females look different. But what's most exciting is this very vanilla looking turtle will get this crazy white and red head coloration in the males during breeding season. Have you seen that, Kenan?
I
with
have.
yours?
It's amazing.
Jealous.
Really, really cool. So these guys are kind of getting grown up right now. One's healing from some little fungal infection that I took care of.
Pretty nominal.
But you've seen that turtle, right?
Yes.
Let me show you what they turn into. We're going to
Okay.
go around back right now.
Oh my goodness. Wait, you've got more Batugars?
You're going to love it.
Oh my goodness. This is my dream. Can you adopt me? Is that okay? Am I too old for that?
This is The
Oh
masterpiece.
my God. This is your backyard?
This is
This
it.
is your backyard? Look at this thing. Oh my God,
This place
dude.
is special, man.
Oh,
So,
Greg?
good old Greg. I might as well
Aquascape,
call
if you
this-
haven't seen it. Check it out on YouTube. It's unbelievable what
It's
he does.
really good stuff.
Sorry, go ahead, Kenan.
No, I was gonna say it might as well be the house that Greg helped build.
Oh.
We love Aquascape here.
Wait, so you're saying Batugar.
Yep, let's see, where is she? There's 2 in here. There's only 2 turtles in this entire pond.
Oh my God, come here. Look at the size.
Ah, there she is.
I just did like my I'm out in the wild thing. Like I got ready to go as if it was gonna bolt. Look at the size of that Batugar. But that's not Borneoensis.
That is not, that's Batagur affinis.
Affinis.
Affinis, the Royal River terrapin, the southern form of the Batagur.
Here comes the male.
Borneoensis. That is correct, that is the male.
So will they do the coloration change as well?
They do not. I've
Okay.
not seen the coloration
Okay.
in this species, but what is cool about them is they grow large. They're a large riverine species. They are actually a terrapin, which in the United States means
Something very different.
it
yeah.
does. Like all across the globe, people say in Australia, sometimes they say tortoise for a water turtle.
Right, right.
Here in North America, in the United States, tortoise lives on land.
Right.
Has elephantine hind legs, and then turtles are aquatic or semi-aquatic. Like like for example, a box turtle is a land turtle, but
land turtle, right.
will take to water.
Right.
They do not have elephant-like feet. And then terrapins. So terrapins are an aquatic species that will swim into salt or brackish water.
Yep.
So they can go back and forth. So this species is unique because they will swim down the rivers. And they will lay their eggs on the same beaches that sea turtles lay their eggs.
right.
The babies come out, swim up the mouth of the river, and go up into fresh water to grow until they come back down to do the same thing.
You must be the only person in the country with these.
I don't believe I am the only person.
Definitely one of a very
one
small
of the
few.
few privates that have, because they're so large.
Yeah.
And in fact, these animals came from actually a few different zoological institutions. There originally were 4. Sadly, one passed away from drowning. It got wedged underneath the cypress trees.
We talked about this before.
Very strange.
They're dumb turtles.
They can be.
I don't want
Yeah.
people to get the wrong idea, but
Yeah.
Batugars, at least in my eyes, are
Yeah.
dumb turtles.
I don't know. It wedged itself so hard. It was hard. And then, unfortunately, I lost another male. I have a male and a female left.
Yeah.
But they were from San Diego and Bronx zoos.
Oh, cool.
And they're here.
That really speaks to your level of care, by the way.
I'm
if
very
the San Diego Zoo is calling Kenan and going, hey, we have Batugars that we want you to take, not everybody's getting a call to say, take our animals from the San Diego Zoo.
It's pretty
be clear.
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm very fortunate, but I have to fill out paperwork every year.
I'm sure.
That lets them know, okay, what's their situation? Have they been involved in breeding? There is a breeding loan. These are not my animals, they're on loan. I'm a steward.
Yep.
That being said, probably never gonna go anywhere else.
Right.
But I'll tell you what, I think we should get in the water and get some shots of these
I was
in the water.
so hoping you'd say
Let's
that,
go,
but I didn't
let's
want to
go.
ask. I was like, you can't just ask to get in a guy's fish pond.
No, dude, this is what it was built for.
Oh
It's
my
built
God.
for us to swim in.
It's a pool. I mean, it's a
better
living
than a
pool. Yeah. Oh, look at it. Here it comes.
Look at her coming.
Look at her coming. Look at the size of this female.
You were
That-
talking, hey, you were talking about getting into putrid water, right?
Yes.
Well, there is some turtle turds floating around. I
I
hope
can
you're
live.
okay.
I can live. Oh,
All right.
I'm coming for you. All right, we doing this?
We're doing this, brother. This is, like, for me, my Ferrari. Okay? Having this
Ferrari.
pond is better than having them.
I'm going in on this side. Where did that big Batugar go?
Oh, she's right here.
She can't hide from us.
By the way, her name is Frida.
Frida. Oh my goodness, she's right here.
She's right here.
Oh, she loves you. This is like a thing.
Yeah, man, we're gonna have to. Oh, I love this. After a hot day.
But it's not, to be clear, and this is what Greg and them do, this isn't a pond, it's a pool.
It's
a living
No. It's not a pool. It's a recreation pond. It's actually a pond
Okay.
that you can swim in.
Okay.
Now, historically, where did people swim? In ponds.
Water, puddles. Yeah.
There's no chemicals. I do minimal amounts of work. All I do is I get in here and I'll trim some of the papyrus. I trim the plants a little bit, but it's a living ecosystem. We've got water going off that negative edge in the back. We've got it being pumped
Cycling.
up underneath a wetland where the plants are filtering it, the gravel's filtering it, and the turtles are enjoying it.
I'd
So
rather have this than any swimming pool in my entire world.
Dude,
So
this
wait,
is fun.
hold on. Before you come over here,
Okay.
we've just done the Kenan thing because you're a pro. The only thing I'm good at in this life is catching stuff. Can I catch the turtle?
do it, man. You have fun. He's so dramatic.
Oh my goodness. Look at the size. of this Batugar. I hope I didn't just steal your thunder there, Kenan, but
not at all.
it's literally my only skill in life is to catch stuff.
That's fun.
Oh my
That's
God,
a big girl, man.
she's so heavy. I can barely lift her. Look at the size of this
She's
thing.
probably 60 pounds.
Oh my God. I can't even hang on to her. Here, let's go for a ride.
She will pull you.
She is faster than my underwater scooter. I am not joking.
She's amazing.
Look at the size of this. All right, I gotta get this up close to the cameras. Batugars are one of the coolest species of freshwater turtle in the world. They're from Indonesia primarily, right?
Yeah, Southeast Asia,
Yeah.
Indonesia.
And you can see the size they get. They're sort of that part of the world's equivalent to sea turtles as far as like the niche they take up. And it just goes to show you have to have an incredibly aquatic rich environment and a lot of bodies of water to have freshwater turtles that get this size. I mean,
Nuts, right? And that's, we were talking earlier about why are these animals endangered? Because of their size. There's a lot of meat on this turtle, and primarily they're being fished for the food trade. So you're taking out these large reproductive females,
Right.
and that's what's killing the species survival.
And not to mention, this animal might be 70, 80 years old.
It's possible, yeah. I'm sure I have the data in the file somewhere, but it escaped me how old this animal is. I know it was an adult in the 80s, so
Yeah.
that's pretty big. Now, if you can believe it, the female that did get caught under the cypress was close to 100 pounds.
Oh, she was much
She
larger.
was large, so this is
Wow.
amazing. Now, you can't really see it here, but we call her Frida after Frida Kahlo because she's got an algae unibrow. What are you going to do? But that's my girl, man, and that is the camp, brother. I'm so
Dude,
stoked that you have come here.
Dude, I am blown away by this place, Kenan. It's
Awesome.
one of the coolest places I've ever seen. It's literally like a dream. For anybody that's interested, please check out Kenan's channel. It's Camp Kenan on
That's right.
YouTube. It's one of the best channels. He hangs out in this property all the time, shows you how he builds stuff, how he cares for the wildlife, how he ties conservation into animal husbandry. Not to mention, it's just a dream. I mean, we're literally hanging out in this guy's backyard.